Alright, I have here a AK-47 variant. Okay? 7.62 by 5.4, 30 round magazine. Magazine is empty. Chamber is empty. I want to show you a little something and compare this to another weapon. Okay? First off, though, I want you to, in a second, I want you to pause this video and look up a word. Look up the word assault and see what it says. Because by the definition of the word assault, this is not an assault rifle. This is a semi-automatic rifle. Okay? Because the term assault does not apply to inanimate objects. It applies to people of their own free will. This cannot do anything without my intention. Okay, as I just demonstrated, this weapon is empty. I can pull the trigger right now, and it's going to do nothing but make a clicky noise. Until I put a round in that chamber, and I point this at whatever I'm going to point it at. If I point it at the wall, if I point it at a paper target, or if I point it at Scumbag Bob, and pull the trigger with the live round in that chamber with the safety off, it's going to do absolutely nothing. Okay? Weapons do not have a will of their own, only human beings do. Now, to my demonstration. This is what a fully loaded 30 round magazine for an AK-47 looks like. Okay? This is what is so scary. Terrifying looking, isn't it? Now, I want to talk to you a little something about this real quick. High capacity assault clips. First off, capacity is determined by original manufacturer. This rifle was originally manufactured for a 30 round magazine, meaning this is not high capacity. This is standard capacity. Okay? This is what this rifle was intended to function with. They have less than standard capacity and more than standard capacity, which can be considered high capacity. But this is a standard capacity magazine. Okay. Now, using the empty magazine, in fact, I'm going to put the fully loaded one right over there. Empty magazine. I'm going to get this prepared to fire. So what you do, you take your magazine, you insert it into the weapon, take it off safe, rack the slot, rack the grab the charging handle, pull the bolt back, let it go forward. Now I'm going to put it back on safe. If this is a live magazine, it would be fully ready to fire. Okay? I'm going to get another weapon ready to use, okay? So now I have two weapons. One, simulation, ready to fire. One is ready to function. This goes 30 times, very loudly, and then I'm going to have to reload it. This goes a million times, billion times, how many times, and I never have to reload it. This, in order for me to carry more magazines, more fully loaded magazines, I'm going to have to accept weight. I'm not really sure on the math of it, but, you know, easily 20 to 30 pounds weapon plus all my magazines, depending on how many I want to carry. That's all I need. Let's say a pound, just for argument's sake. So 20 or even 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 1 pound. Let's say I'm carrying 200 rounds. 200 rounds, including magazine changes, is going to take a minute or two. No time at all. As soon as it's out, it's ready to go. And we'll continue until it is either completely and totally dull on the edge where I can't cut butter with it. The tip is so dull that I can't stab anybody with it, or the blade breaks. Generally right in here, because if it's here, I can still slice you with it. If it's here, I can still slice with it. The exception of probably right about there, so that much of the blade gone is pretty much going to be useless. I still have a fully functional weapon. Now, the reason I bring this up, let me bring this a little better, is simply this. Why are they trying to regulate and ban this, but yet not this? And I'll tell you why. Because this fighting against a standing army is much more effective than this. If you have nothing but your bare hands, this is unbelievably effective. In fact, a person who is well trained in knife fighting once said, in a knife fight, the loser goes to the morgue, the winner goes to the emergency room, because you're getting cut either way. And if you don't have the knife, then you're the only one getting cut. Now, if you're facing people with these, then this is very ineffective unless you're extremely well trained. Even then, it's not that good. But if you're armed with this also, then you're equally. Then only your training comes into matter. And that is why they want these gone. I want you guys to look up some history. Look up the beginning of the American Revolutionary War. Okay, the politics of the war started about taxation without representation. But the shooting of the war started when they came to take our weapons. I'm afraid that that time is coming again, to where they're going to try and come and take our weapons. They're doing it under the guise of safety, because of the bad people with weapons. The bad people with weapons are not going to be stopped by taking away our weapons. That makes absolutely no sense. With that logic, then how come the United States Army and the Marine Corps, the Navy, or the Air Force not give up their weapons when they go to war against people with weapons? Because people without weapons die. That's why they're equipped with weapons. Some of the best weapons we can possibly manufacture. Then why are they trying to take our weapons away in a war on crime? Because it's not a war on crime, it's a war on freedom, it's a war on liberty. They don't want us to have effective tools to fight back. They want us to have ineffective tools to fight back. Because they're not going to give these up. Only we will.